Welcome to another episode of Coming Up Milhouse. Today we start episode 1 of season 4. So we're in a new season. George, you want to tell the audience about it?
Oh yeah, so it is the last day of school and summer vacation is coming and Bart and Lisa are excited to go to Kamp Krusty. But we find out that Krusty cut a few corners when he created this camp. He wanted to save a few bucks and some things don't go so well for the campers and a little bit of unrest ensues from it, but there are a lot of funny jokes in it, and we will get into that when we go through our notes here. So why don't we kick it off with your first line?
For the past 15 years, I was in charge of Euro Krusty. Till it blew up.
Mr. Black, right?
Yep, Mr. Black at Kamp Krusty.
Kamp Krusty.
That was basically how he got the job.
Mm-hmm. I like that, and the funny thing is my first line is also in line with the whole Mr. Black thing. And so when they're at the camp, they don't have Krusty there, but Krusty's on a TV, and it's a pre-recorded greeting, and he welcomes everyone to the camp, and then he says, "I'll see you in a few weeks. Until then, I'll turn things over to my best buddy in the whole world, Mr. Black. I want you to treat Mr. Black with the same respect you give me. Now here's Mr. Black." It's an obvious dub.
Very much.
So it's like he probably has Kamp Krusties all over the place with different types of Mr. Black guys there that, you know, or so he has to do a different name every time he does it.
Every time he does it. But, I mean, he didn't dub it in. I think Mr. Black probably.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but whoever is in that role just says his name.
Right. Right.
So cheap because he knows he's not going to show up at this camp if he does
Krusty, but that's what Bart and Lisa were banking on. That's really the only reason they wanted to go to Kamp Krusty. And, of course, Homer is really looking forward to some time away from the kids, so which was good for him for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, what about line 2?
They drove a dump truck of money to my house. I'm not made of stone. That was Krusty.
That was Krusty's excuse for shoddy.
And he was crying about it, so that's why I had to do it in that voice. But yeah, they after the camp didn't go so well, Krusty showed up to see what he could do to fix the situation, and Bart yells at him, scolds him that you don't have to put your name on absolutely every piece of junk there is, and
that was Krusty's
reply. His excuse.
Oh, good stuff. I like that. So my second line is a Bart line, and it's, "My chunky brothers, gorge yourselves on the trough of freedom." so there's this parallel fat camp, and Martin's at it, and so when the Krusty camp goes haywire, they break the chain on the fencing and open that up to let those kids out, and that's Bart's reply. That's his statement to them all. But I had to pick it because I'm always using that line, gorge myself.
You always
if I overeat, I say, "Oh man, I gorged myself on the trough of freedom."
Yes, he does.
And it's from this episode.
Yes, it is.
So I had to put it in.
And, that segues into Martin goes into Kamp Krusty and sticks his face into the vat of imitation gruel, which is this blue-gray gross goo. Right. That's what the kids at Kamp Krusty are eating. And
he's like, "Oh, gruel!" Because he's been starving.
His face is completely covered. His hair is covered because he just literally sticks his face into the entire vat of it, which is, the trough of freedom.
Trough of freedom. It's good stuff. All right, what about scenes?
So my scene is actually the very first opening scene where Bart's having a dream about it being the last day of school, and I love it because Principal Skinner gets on the announcement and basically says, "Oh, it's the last day of school. I hope you brought your tools of destruction." And then all the kids have different tools of destruction, and Nelson has a flamethrower. Then he's out in front of the school with the flamethrower. There are kids up on the roof with hammers beating up the building. And then Willie drives through the school with his tractor. And that's a pretty good dream, I think, you know, for the last day of school. And Bart, of course, is disappointed then when he wakes up. But
right, absolutely.
It was a good dream for Bart.
Well, it's funny you say that because my favorite scene is Bart's trashing the school dream at the beginning because I'm right there with you. It is so funny. Willie drives a tractor out the building and crushes it, and Skinner's got this box. He's like, somebody put a torch to these permanent records. And everyone is tearing the school up. And, you know, I mean, on some level, I mean, we can kind of, you know, when you're a kid and you're thinking about, hey, it's the last day of school, you know, it plays into some fun ideas. So I went with that because it is pretty
That's
funny.
pretty funny that we came up with the same scene.
Same scene, but it was a very,
there are
very
some
good
other good
scene.
scenes in this episode, but that one just stuck with me
Yeah,
throughout the whole
it stood
episode.
out because it was just so good. All right, well, what about winners and losers? How do you want to do
Let's
it?
go with our losers first.
Go with losers first?
Yeah.
All right, so my loser is Homer because, like you said before, for a while when Bart and Lisa are gone and apparently the stress is less, he's starting to grow some hair back. He's lost 5 pounds. He's doing push-ups. He's doing yoga. You know, he's doing all this. And then when it's on TV that Kamp Krusty's in disarray, and they're like, we're going to go talk to the ringleader. And Homer's like, don't be the boy, don't be the boy. And then it was Bart. It's automatically, he loses the 2 new hairs and his gut pops out. Yep. So it's like all that progress he made just completely goes away in that second. So poor Homer, he lost out on it.
He did.
What do you got for losing?
My loser was Wendell, because at the beginning of the Kamp Krusty scene where we find out who the counselors are, and Mr. Black is giving all the rules, and the camp counselors, who are Dolph, Kearney, and Jimbo, are in the back, and they say that they don't want any guff, and then Wendell coughs because he probably has allergies and it's summer, but they say, troublemaker, and take him off to who knows where because we don't see him again.
No, who knows what happened to Wendell. Oh, man. I can only imagine where you're
I know.
Yeah, probably wasn't a good thing.
Nope.
All right, what about your winner? Who's your winner?
My winner is Dolph, Kearney, and Jimbo because they get to be camp counselors. And since they are typically the bullies in the episodes, they were having a lot of fun being bullies as counselors. But not only that, they got to sit in some fine dining with Mr. Black and basically do whatever they want and go across the lake and meet up with some babes, they say. And they just, they were dining in style. Then they get to flee when the riots start.
Right, they got hydrofoil to get out of there or something,
It's pretty good. So
Not a
they're
bad
my winners of the episode. What about you?
All right, my winner was Otto. So, at the beginning of the episode, with the whole school ending for the season thing, he's driving the kids the last day back home, and he's like, all right, 3 months of SpaghettiOs and daytime TV. So I'm like, man, he gets the summer off and gets to spend it eating SpaghettiOs and watching TV. He's pretty happy about it, so...
Bonus trivia, and I don't know the answer to this. I will have to go and look at it too, but bonus trivia for this episode. How many times has Otto been George's winner of the episodes? Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, if you can accurately tell us that in the comments, we might have a little bonus prize for you. We'll think it's something.
We don't know what that is.
We don't know what that is, but I will
We'll figure it
definitely
out.
come up with something for you because I would like to see if you can get that right. That would be fun.
So,
Otto.
I also wanted to mention that the couch gag in this episode had the Flintstones on it, and it cracked us both up.
It was a great start to the episode. And then Fred's like, I don't know. It's amazing.
It's just silly.
It's so funny.
They're so clever.
Oh man, it's so.
So that was season 4, episode 1, Kamp Krusty. As always, feel free to comment, share your favorite lines, your favorite scenes, your winners and losers below. And if you haven't given us a subscribe, go ahead and do so. Thanks for watching.
That's right. And until the next time,
Jiminy
Jokers.